cheap ass smoker build. What you will need: a 44-gallon drum and a Donor Weber barbecue. Why? The lid fits the 44-gallon drum as if it was made for it. Beautiful. What next? The grill from the Weber also fits as if it was made for it. Now, before you cut into a 44-gallon drum, especially if it's like this one and it's been used for oil, you need to fill it up with water so you don't blow your up. So before we start cutting into this, fill it with water, cut the lid off. Righto. Cut the top off the drum. That's why you should wear a face shield and safety glasses. So now we have a de-lidded drum. Next off will be to empty all the water and retrieve the lid, and then smooth out some of these cuts here. Time to smooth out the inside of the drum. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. No more sharp edges to get them little fingers stuck on. So you might notice it's a bit dirty. So next we will set it on fire. That'll clean the oil out. Should be right. Safety first, kiddos. And then there was fire, eventually. You kill it. Burning away nicely. Removing the paint and the oil. Righto, now that our drum's all burnt out, clean-ish and sexy, we're going to put these on.
If these couplers don't seal very well, this is definitely where you should use some high temp food safe silicone sealant to stop air coming in.
Next thing we have to do is get something for the grate to sit on. So
This is perfect.
I did this bit off camera. This is your air intake. You'll need 2 of these. They screw into that coupler and it brings the air down into your whole basket to bring air in so your fire won't starve. So these little ball valves I'm screwing on here, you can get them from Bunnings, you can get them from any plumbing shop. They are just to control your flow, control your ventilation. If your fire's getting too hot, you can choke it down a bit. If it's not getting hot enough, you can open them wide up to just let them breathe. This is your temperature control, mainly. I did put an analog temp gauge in here. I found this next to useless. My Inkbird digital thermometer does a way better job. Wouldn't bother with it. This little basket here is your engine. This is what you put all your coals in. I've just folded this up out a bit of square mesh. You can use buckets with holes in it, whatever you want. This is what I found works best for me. And when you do make it up, if you make it up out of square mesh, make sure you don't use gal. Burning gal releases very bad stuff to go into your lungs or into your meat. It tastes horrible from personal experience. So I might have made this video nearly a year ago, and when I first started smoking I was using these charcoal briskets, lump, round things, and briquettes. Anyway, they work, but you can also buy lump charcoal from Bunnings, a little bit more expensive, but it just lasts longer, it gives you better, more sustained heat, it's a better flavour. I would highly recommend that over these charcoal briquettes. Rightio, so the UDS is built, it's ready to go. We've got a basket, it's been lit on fire, it's seasoned, she's ready to go. So what follows next is the first time I actually ever used the smoker. It's my best mate Jade's 30th birthday. You know, what the hell, we'll cook up 2 briskets, we've got a heap of people coming, I hope it works good. So with absolutely no idea what we're doing, we slap down these 2 beautiful slabs of meat, waiting the meat gods. We throw all the temp probes in just to keep an eye on what's going on.
Big enough for the hill, yes. Heaps of room, isn't it? Oh, mate. Yummy. Thanks, bro.
So another little cheeky thing I may or may not have done off of camera is just put a tiny little slice in the lid. This does 2 things. 1, it lets the temp probe go all the way through without getting squished, and 2, it just helps it fit on the drum a bit better. Yes, it does let air in, but didn't really see any problem with it.
We're cooking.
Then after we put the meat on, we let it go for a little while till it hit the stall, and then we wrapped it up in some peach paper, and then we just hung out, babysat, enjoyed a few adult beverages. Was a glorious day.
Biscuit.
But mine just looks like charcoal.
It does look like chocolate. It actually kind of looks.
Turns out our nerves were all for nothing. That brisket came out absolutely beautiful. Look at the smoke rings on it. The guests were not disappointed. Came out absolutely delicious. I'd recommend the UDS build to anyone. It's an awesome way to start smoking. I still use mine every couple of weekends. It's cheap, it's straightforward, and it's just a blast to use. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell your mum. I'll see you next time.